So can anybody tell me what the term huck means? I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with riding an obstacle in a smooth and controlled manner. Despite having ridden this whale tail literally hundreds of times, I find myself having to huck it quite often. Now, there are a lot of reasons for this. First of all, it's only 16 feet long. And so if you don't land on it perfectly or you're at the wrong angle, there's not a whole lot of time to make corrections.
Oh God.
And the gap between the lip and landing is deceivingly large. And the novelty of it all is getting old. And so what are we gonna do about it? So hear me out. If this is a whale, this part right over here is the tail splashing. We're gonna build a splash pad. So these treated posts I got from Tractor Supply, and then the rest of the lumber we have right here on Berm Peak. We still have a ton left over from all the milling that we did last year. And that cheap Amazon auger still works great. It just doesn't turn off. So first of all, the landing is angled a little bit. It's a right hip, slightly. And so I wanna put the splash pad off over here. There'll be this big lily pad that you can jump onto and off of if you want. There are big gnarly roots everywhere, and so that's gonna slow us down a little bit. You can't expect to do something like this without a little handwork. So by now, some of you grok what I'm trying to do here, but I understand why it looks strange. These posts all come 8 feet long, and we're gonna have to cut them down. The posts on the inside are gonna be real low, same height as the top of the lip. And then the ones on the outside are gonna be really high, so we have this big slanted feature that we can kind of pop onto. And then anybody who wants to avoid it altogether and jump over it, they're gonna be able to see the landing. So we don't wanna build something that's gonna block the landing and make it hard to spot. And so I have to determine what the best height is. Does it make sense now, or does it make less sense? Regardless of which camp you are in, I'm going to ride it tomorrow. One of the great things about these big 2-inch thick planks is that we don't need a whole lot of support in the middle, and because big mountain bike wheels are going over them, we can save some lumber and space them out a little bit. We just had a devastating blow to productivity. I was getting the final few planks with the gator. I grazed this fake plastic rock, and behind that fake plastic rock is the well. That's not something that can wait. I will attempt to do anything myself, or I'll at least consider it, except for 2 things: oral surgery and plumbing. But this is pretty simple, and I think we're gonna have it fixed in pretty short order. And now we can go finish what we started. So here it is. You can either jump onto it, roll off and hit the landing, or you could just jump over the entire thing, which honestly looks way more gnarly than before. I'm gonna test this out. Give it a little test run. We shouldn't need too much speed. I'm okay, I didn't get hurt from that, but I came in with way too much speed. Almost the kind of speed that I would get if I was trying to clear it. And I gotta be honest, I didn't spend a lot of time worrying about that particular scenario. Let me just like chill into it and see if it works out a little better. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. If you ride this too fast, you're gonna have a bad time.
I figured.
I pretty much missed the landing. Like I landed on the wood on the side. Yeah.
What are you thinking, bro?
What do you mean, what am I thinking?
Like, have you gapped this yet?
No, I haven't gapped it yet. I only hit it twice.
Yeah, look, there's one tire mark on it.
See, it's super chill.
You actually made that look so good.
I honestly thought it was gonna be easier than it was. And that's why I didn't have any respect for it the first time. If you want to give it a shot.
I want to give it a shot before I try to clear
go
it.
for it. Textbook.
Easiest feature you've ever
Easiest feature ever though, right?
I would love to see you clear that now that I've done this part. I mean,
I'm
my
doing it.
concerns are how high that corner is.
That corner right there.
I don't think you need it.
That corner doesn't really worry me. Not even a problem.
I don't think you were too close to it, but you definitely went inside landing. You know what I mean?
Go inside landing because I was playing it safe.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna hit it more dead on this time and try and go like really over
It's
it.
the only way I'm gonna give you full credit.
Wow, you hit the tail so nicely that time. Right there.
It's not that scary.
You gotta look at this clip. You aired over that like by a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to clip it.
Does it make the whale tail softer? It does. But then also you can ride this and not almost die right off the rip.
But then again, if you want to jump the whole thing, it actually makes the whale tail harder.
I think it definitely makes it way cooler when you jump the whole thing.
So I think we achieved what we set out to do in that there's now an easier option to get over the whale tail. To actually jump the whale tail to the landing, I'd say we made it harder or at the very least scarier. And that's just the way things go on Berm Peak. I'm gonna do some serious work to this landing, make it a little bit more interesting, and I'm excited to see what our visitors might do on this feature. It's definitely possible to manual it, nose bonk it, maybe a foot plant, and it's even possible that with an e-bike or just EWS legs, you can actually ride this thing backwards. I hope some of you learned something, and if not, I hope you were at least entertained. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.